Man, oh man, two of my favorite fighters are about to lock horns, and Ryan Garcia calls out Teofimo Lopez for a mega showdown fight. Now, we all know Ryan Garcia is suspended, so this fight cannot take place anytime yet, but he will be available after 420 next year. Shout out to all the potheads out there. And I'm pretty sure we all know the reason that Ryan Garcia is suspended, because he had a mega showdown fight against Devin Haney last year on 420, and he got caught with something in his system, not during the fight but after the fight, and I believe it was 0.6 billionth of a gram. That is nothing. Some people say he tried to flush that thing out of his system and he was using PEDs all along, but I really don't think so. These PEDs are actually supposed to lower your testosterone. So how is he supposed to be on performance enhancing drugs when this thing lowers your testosterone? And also, all the promotion that Ryan Garcia was doing leading into the fight with Devin Haney was not really good promotion. He actually kind of killed the fight, and I buy most pay-per-view events, and I was not even gonna buy that one because the way Ryan Garcia was acting, but I bought it anyways. I was like, man, these guys are the top level fighters at their own weight division and they need to get paid, so I bought it anyways. But Ryan Garcia was going to different platforms that were not even from boxing and talking about other stuff, and it did not even seem that Ryan Garcia was even training, because he was kicking it with fans only females. Look her up, I forgot her name. I don't really watch that kind of stuff because I kick it with real girls, real women, and I'm just like that. So I believe that was a big slap to Devin Haney, because not taking your opponent serious, especially in a sport of boxing where people can pass away, and people have passed away. So yeah, not to take somebody serious is kind of a slap in the face, trying to say, well, I'm not really worried about Devin Haney and anything that he brings to the table. And when the fight played out, it showed just that. Ryan Garcia was always gassed out in that fight. Every time he threw a couple of punches, he had to recharge his batteries, and it did not look like he was doing any steroids or Ostring, whatever it is called. I'm gonna take some Ostring, 0.6 billion of a gram, to see what happens. I'm natural and I love to work out and I lift a lot of weights, and I want to see what happens with 0.6 billionth of a gram of Ostring. And because of that, that's the reason that Ryan Garcia is suspended. And not just that, Ryan Garcia did come in 3 pounds overweight. The fight was supposed to be taking place at 140, but Ryan Garcia came in at 143, and Devin Haney actually made the weight at 140. What would happen if Devin Haney actually came in at 143? I think he probably would have a lot more energy, or maybe they should just fight at 147. But I would not have any catch weights against Ryan Garcia, because he might just miss the weight on purpose again. And we all know that Ryan Garcia was kicking it with Floyd Mayweather, and some people even said that Floyd Mayweather actually told Ryan Garcia to miss weight against Devin Haney, and he gave him the blueprint how to beat Devin Haney. But Devin Haney has not even lost, not in America and not in Mexico. He is undefeated. So I have no idea how Floyd Mayweather came up with that conclusion. And Ryan Garcia actually drank the beer on their weigh-in, so he did not take Devin Haney seriously at all. And that is a slap in the face to Devin Haney. I actually think Devin Haney is a really good fighter, maybe even a great fighter, but he did not beat Ryan Garcia. But I believe Ryan Garcia is not gonna do the same thing if he faces Teofimo Lopez. I believe he's gonna train as hard as he can to face Teofimo Lopez. Now that is a tall task, and Ryan Garcia is gonna be one of the only 4 kings that would already fight all 3 of them, because obviously Ryan Garcia cannot fight himself. He's one of the 4 kings, and I hope this fight does really materialize, because it will be a hell of an event, because I really like both fighters. Teofimo Lopez is actually my favorite fighter, and Ryan Garcia is probably the 3rd or 4th favorite fighters. but he was my #1 favorite fighter before this. The reason I started this YouTube channel was because of the Tank Davis and Ryan Garcia fight. Everybody was going for Tank. I was the only one going for Ryan Garcia. I have a lot of respect for Teofimo Lopez and Ryan Garcia. Both of these guys don't duck any smoke, and to me it will be very easy for them to make this fight, especially the way Teofimo moves. If you call him out, he will fight you, and he's the only one calling out Terrence Crawford, but Ryan Garcia calls everybody out. So I mean, there's no shame in that. I really like both fighters, and for as a prediction, I really don't know who's gonna win. Man, Ryan Garcia is a hell of a fighter, and Teofimo Lopez is a hell of a fighter as well. Both of them got power. Ryan Garcia got one punch knockout power though. He could knock you out with one punch. He knocked out another fighter's tooth. I believe, I forgot his name, but he knocked out his tooth. This guy ain't no joke, and Teofimo Lopez ain't no joke either. I cannot wait for this fight to happen, and I'll give a prediction later. But guess what, guys? I ain't the biggest, I'm the freaking baddest.
Let's go, champ!